Warning, thoughts become things. Choose the good ones. And it's kind of become my mantra because there is nothing else. It's all about that when it comes to deliberate living. It began with sending out free emails once a week because I had the time and I didn't know what else to do. And so as I'm circulating my accountant's resume, I'm sending out little Monday morning motivators from Mike. Well, the accountant's resume circulation did not go very well. I couldn't get any interviews. And meanwhile, people really were appreciating my creative writing, which was a huge shock. Taking action always breeds clarity. And so as I knocked on other doors, there was more clarity, more clarity. Within a year, I'm writing as the universe, notes from the universe, which to this day are wildly popular. I talk to people and remind them about life's beauty and their power, the fact that our thoughts become the things and events of our lives. And invariably, whether I talk for a half hour or a full weekend, during question and answer sessions, the hands go up and they're like, Mike, do you have anything for our kids? Do you have anything for children? Anything for teenagers? Anything? The thinking being, once you find out the truth about reality, that we are loved, that we are adored, that we're pushed on to greatness, that there's never been any judgment, you start realizing what a boon, what a benefit it would have been if we had been taught this stuff as children. I'm a teacher and I want to reach as many people as possible with the simple message that life is beautiful and we are powerful. And so a kid's book, why not? And through a serendipitous circuit of twists and turns and seeming setbacks, no one would publish it. Nobody I wanted to work as an illustrator would agree to work as an illustrator. It was 4 years, but the universe does have its own time schedule and things do work out for the best. And suddenly we were blessed with the most remarkable illustrator. And at every turn, once we reached this tipping point, if you will, it began to exceed our expectation. We quickly became #1 best-selling book in all categories at Amazon.com, at BNBarnesandNoble.com, making it the fastest-selling book in print during the days, the 48 hours or so that it was #1. And it is still selling great. Life is so filled with miracles that it's not hard to be inspired for me anymore at this stage. I would venture to say, maybe optimistically, that anybody listening to this and watching this right now is feeling that buzz, like it's true, I know it, I'm gonna live it, but that's not enough, okay? The first objective is discover the truth, which is so important. It's almost all important. But then it comes time to live the truth, and it comes time to, okay, let's apply this tomorrow and take some baby steps, which means circulate your resume at the mall. Our little actions, our little baby steps are equivalent to hoisting up the sails on a sailboat, and we must do that so the unfailing winds of the universe can catch those sails. But if we don't do the little baby steps, if we don't show up, the winds will blow right on by. So people are shown in my course the importance and the ease of stirring up the magic by showing up. Oftentimes, much of what they're now doing will qualify, but when you add in a new understanding of how life works and a new attitude and a new kind of vision for their future, they do start getting different results. And I give them a whole list of other things to do to stoke the fires and feed the flames of divine brilliance that will connect the dots for them, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, there will be a physical manifestation that will mirror what was first thought of using the matrix, their dreams defined in terms of the end result. My matrix helps people in one day get really clear on what it is they really want, and it's so simple. Everybody knows what they want in the terms that I'm talking about, yet most of my audience members prior to my getting to that material kind of feel like, no, I don't know what I want. That's the problem. I don't know what I want. No, I share with them that they've turned what they want into how to get what they want. We start messing with the cursed hows. People want happiness, they want health, they want laughter, they want friends, they want to see the world. We all want that. But then they think, now how am I going to do that? I need to sell more widgets. I need to write a best-selling book. I need to get on Oprah's good side. I need to do this. I need to do that. It's like, those are hows. Brain's too small. Don't mess with the cursed hows. Divine intelligence, which is just my word for your other self, your greater self, your higher self, knows how. The shortest, quickest way every single time. You don't need to know how you got where you are in order to know how to move forward from it. Where you are is never who you are. You're infinitely more. And that's all you got to know. So long as you're doing what you can with what you've got from where you are, if you've got some fears running through your head and you just can't stop the worry, don't worry. Let it go. I've discovered myself in my own life crises that while I sometimes cannot stop that train of fear and negativity because I'm so worried about whatever it is I'm worried about, I can always start a new train running simultaneously. I can still sit down in the middle of my little worry party and imagine a positive outcome. Imagine that things are working. And even when I sit down during those spells and imagine the best, I start worrying. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. You are so inclined to succeed. We are all so inclined to succeed. It's as if our positive thoughts, once we start thinking them deliberately, creative visualization once a day for 5 minutes, it's as if these positive thoughts are at least 10,000 times more powerful than our negative thoughts. Now, a thought is a thought. They're all going to strive to become things. But given our nature, unlimited beings of light, rolling through eternity, divine sparks of God come alive in the jungles of time and space, we came here, every single one of us, without exception, with a mission and a purpose. To enjoy life, to succeed, to prosper, to love and be loved. We can all look at lives where that's not happening, okay? But these are students, like we're all students. We can look at our own lives and see that there are plenty of times where that's not happening. But I would ask every listener, every viewer right now to assess and answer these questions. Isn't it true that throughout your life, good, bad, and ugly, you have smiled more than you've frowned? You have laughed more than you've cried. You have had clarity more than you've been confused. Can you imagine where we're going with a world of people one day that will understand that life is beautiful, that we're here by choice, that everything plays to our greatness, that we're being pushed on to greatness, that dreams do come true? This is where we're going. And this is my message. And if you're a worrywart or you worry about being vulnerable, worry no more. Ground yourself in truth. If it's the one parting thing that I could leave with your watchers, viewers, it would be to immerse yourself in truth. It would be to get grounded so that you've got all the legs under the table. You are an unlimited being of light. You are pure love. You are adored. You are never alone. And when you get this, when you understand that, and you understand that the power you wield comes from your focus, your words, your thoughts, your intentions, you become unstoppable and you have excitement for each morning. You get out of bed knowing that you're likely to succeed because you are, and your life's proof of it. Understanding is the elixir, the soothing balm, the soothing tonic of life. With understanding, you automatically start getting miracles. With understanding that everything makes you more and prepares you for the best of your life, broken hearts can be mended. Cancer is cured. Or whatever stands before you today can be moved, if you like, or multiplied, if you prefer, through understanding the truth about the nature of reality. Seek, and you will find understanding. There is a truth. You are powerful. The eyes and the ears of God. Your thoughts become things. And while there's tangents to all of that, nothing takes your power away from you. Nothing is set in stone. There is no fate, no destiny, no karma that you can't override. Get that. Seek understanding. It is the elixir of life. And with understanding, then you can live deliberately. And the way you live deliberately is choosing your thoughts, your words, and your behavior in ways that are in alignment with what you really want, defined in terms of your end result. Meaning, get clear on who you want to be, the lifestyle you want to have, and from this day forward, start acting like, thinking like, speaking like that person now exists. And then prepare to be astounded as you show up, knock on doors, turn over stones. There will be one coincidence and one serendipity after another, although many of them hidden. And one day you'll look down and that dusty dirt road that you're now standing on and starting out on will have transformed itself into a yellow brick road, the road of your wildest dreams. One thing I do habitually every day before I leave my house for my office is I go into a dark and quiet room with a timer that I set for usually 4.5 minutes. It counts down to 0 and the buzzer goes off. And during that 4 to 4.5 minutes of silence, I visualize. I imagine not things necessarily at this stage of the game. I just imagine happiness. I imagine like yes and oh yeah and congratulations, being congratulated. I imagine seeing my team, my staff, my family happy, smiling, that it's like, yes, life is awesome. Yes, this is fun. I do that for about 4 minutes. And I do put in some specific scenarios, but I never attach to the scenario because that or better, I leave room for surprises. The other thing that I do, but not habitually, apart from visualizing, is I'm always, and I think we all do to a degree, I'm not unique, contemplating life and how and why, like what happened, what's about to happen, how else could I view this, how could I rise above, how could I take the high road if it's a relationship thing or business or otherwise. And I'm always kind of going here. This is where I try to immerse in truth. And I do pick up books and read a bit here, read a bit there, rarely cover to cover books. But that's pretty much it. And the other thing that I wouldn't call a task is I show up. I'm always asking myself at work, what else can we try? What else can we do? The kids' book is an example, the new kids' book. You know, it's like, well, let's try one of these. We haven't tried one before. And wow, it's been fantastic.